Welcome back. Finally have a chance to do a video here. I know a lot's been evolving in the weather discussions about middle of this week. I was out skiing for the weekend, had a good time. I was actually up in northern Vermont, Stowe, Sugarbush area. And skiing was good for the groomed trails. You can't do backcountry or anything like that. But, I mean, they have snow up there, but nowhere near the snow that they should have this time of year. If I went there a week or two ago, we probably would have more snow um, in North Jersey than they have at the base areas there. Now, at the top of the mountain, there's a decent base because it's been so cold up there. But no fresh snow, but that's going to change for them. And what we have here is a real New England special coming up middle of this week. So anybody here likes to ski, this next weekend would be a great weekend to go up there. I think they're going to have a great fresh snowpack. It's going to be locked in with the cold weather that they're going to have up there this weekend. And down here, this isn't really our storm. This is going to be rain changed to a little snow at the back end, and that's because the cold air arrives too late. We actually have a nice surge of spring, brief surge of spring to start this week, and I'll show you why. But let's see the dynamics of this storm here. It's going to happen. Now, this storm is going to be the result of two different disturbances combining. This disturbance and a piece of this disturbance. Earlier, at one point last week, we looked at these big disturbances are going to combine and produce a blockbuster snowstorm, but that's not going to happen. What's going to happen is this is splitting here. See that? So a piece of this gets sent to merge with a piece of this. But again, if you guys remember, this split flow, okay, really does its dirty work here. If you remember, I talked about that at the end of February, that split flow is going to come in, and here it is, developing a storm system. So what does it look like at the surface? Well, here's the storm developing. This is on Wednesday at 8 a.m. You can see a lot of warm air ahead of it. How do I know that? Well, here's the temperatures at 5,000 feet. And here are the surface temperatures ahead of it. I mean, we have temperatures, high temperatures on Wednesday at 55 degrees Central Jersey, say 40 degrees, 45 degrees North Jersey, and snow starts to break out up here in Vermont. So it is not even close to being warm enough to snow. The sun angle is higher this time of year. So definitely, absolutely 100% rain to start off. Okay, as the storm starts to crank, it's still too warm to snow. Temperatures are still holding pretty firm at this point, and this is 8 p.m. Wednesday night. Big snowstorm up in Vermont at this time. Okay, you can see here the 5,000 foot temperatures are cold for snow. Their surface temperatures are very cold for snow. Finally, temperatures crash. See this? Crash at the end of this event. So there's some back end wraparound accumulation that areas. Let's see here. Areas right in here might see. All North Jersey might see. Maybe a few inches on the back. But nothing that impressive for us. This is not our storm. So, go to work on Wednesday. Don't worry about it. Bring your umbrella. And then Wednesday night, don't be surprised to see some snowflakes flying in the air. But this high pressure system here, there's a high, actually it's going to be kicking up here. See this right here? This high pressure system is a little further to the east. Before the storm came in, we had a nice big snowstorm. That's not going to happen right now. Now, let's take a look at the rest of the period, okay? So after that storm comes in, I'm actually going to show you the upper air chart here, just showing you can see that split in jet stream here. So after the storm comes in, okay, here's our storm. We got to look at, again, early next week now. Okay, again, we have a disturbance up here. We have a disturbance down here, as you can see by the blue. Okay, we have a ridge that wants to pop up on the west coast. We have a little bit of a block over Greenland. And there's potential that we could see another threat at an east coast storm system on that Monday or Tuesday. And right now, the European is trying to drag this energy behind a little too much, not merge it up here. But this far out, anything can change. So keep that in mind. We're not out of the woods yet for a winter pattern. Yes, the seasons are changing, so the sun is stronger. We have more daylight. It is harder to get that storm, but the way the atmosphere is loaded right now, it can happen. This is the year that a mid-March storm can happen for the Mid-Atlantic. Up in New England, forget about it. They're gonna I think, have a couple more shots of snow this winter. You'll be skiing in New England into April this year. We're going to start to see hints of spring. But a full-blown spring I don't see coming on until April. I really mean that. I mean, this pattern does not want to give up. Winter's going to put up a fight. We'll have some nice temperatures in the 50s, mid-50s to start this week. We'll melt the rest of the snow and then right back to the 40s again. So bear with me here. I'll keep track of this and let you know when I think the real spring's going to arrive. But for now, just know the threat of storms are still on the table. Not as easy as February, but they're still on the table, and it's all due to that split flow jet stream that I talked about a few weeks ago and the presence of cold Arctic air still filtering in. Thanks for checking in. More updates to come.